On December 15th, Michael's Roscommon House in Belleville will be hosting a fundraiser for the Coughlin Jay Fund, a foundation that helps families tackle childhood cancer. Here to talk about the event is the restaurant's owner, Frank Dauksis. Frank, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you having us on.
So how did your restaurant get involved with the Coughlin Jay Fund?
Danielle McCartan from the Fan reached out to us a couple years back to get involved. She heard that we would do a lot of fundraisers here, and if we would be interested in helping out with such a great cause.
Now, can you walk us through the event and tell us what people can expect if they attend?
Yeah, sure. Well, Danielle McCartan's here. She usually does a pregame for the Giants game, which is on that day. It's a 1 o'clock game. She'll usually get some Giants Giants players here that are retired, which is pretty cool. A lot of Giants fans. We have a huge sports bar, huge following for the Giants here.
Are you aiming to get any particular players this year?
Yeah, she's got a couple in mind. I don't know which ones, but she always tries to to get the best she can.
Now, I know you've hosted this event in the past. This is the third time. What's the turnout usually like, and how big of a turnout are you expecting this year on December 15th?
Always a packed house. She always we always fill the house up. It's for a great cause. 20% of our proceeds from that night go to the Coughlin Jay Fund. We raise a lot of money for it. Great event.
Now, originally it was supposed to be October, but it got pushed back to December 15th because of the World Series. Can you talk about the significance of December 15th?
Yeah, it just landed on December 15th when me and Danielle were talking that there's a game that day, and it happens to be my late dad's birthday. So I learned a lot of our fundraising and giving back to our community through him. So having it on his birthday is pretty significant to us.
Makes it all the more special. Now, since this is going to be a brunch, what can patrons expect as far as food and drink?
We have an extensive brunch menu, mimosas and Bloody Marys, and getting ready for kind of like a pregame tailgate party, getting ready for the Giant game that day.
Now, the restaurant has been in business for more than 40 years. You've held a lot of events there over that time. How does this event differ from the others?
This one is pretty close to my heart. My wife is a breast cancer survivor, so while this is for childhood cancer, it's still in the same neighborhood. So helping out any type of cancer fundraisers is very important to me. And the one that really touched me was how the Coughlin Jay Fund works. I have a few rental properties, and one of our rents got paid this year because one of my tenants' granddaughter is a member of the Coughlin Jay Fund. So it was, to see it all go back around is pretty cool.
It's fantastic, Frank. The event is December 15th at Michael's Roscommon House in Belleville. Be sure to stop by that day if you're headed to MetLife Stadium for the Giants game. Frank, thanks so much for taking the time this morning.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
And a quick side note, Tom Coughlin and Eli Manning have been selected as finalists for the 4th Annual Anthem Awards. The two were recognized for their efforts to support families facing childhood cancer through their charities. You can vote for them between now and October 31st. Head over to ONNJ.com for the latest news and sports anytime.